Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Movie Critic Rob here with the Movie Channel, and I am here talking to you today about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Out of the Shadows. Now, I'm probably going to refer to this movie as TMNT. I know there was a TMNT before, it was an animated film, but for the sake of not saying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over and over again, I'm going to say TMNT throughout this review. Now, as you can see, I'm still filming in the same location as last time. This will probably be my definitive location for these reviews. And I know I did a video a little bit earlier this week, but I wanted to give you the review even though the movie's been out for a while, simply because it's the thing to see right now. I mean, Apocalypse has had its day or whatever, or its week, and now this is kind of like the big movie, even though it's really not that good. So with that said, nice little segue to jump into the review. One thing that I will note, and which you know if you've seen the first one, because this is the sequel. Out of the Shadows is the sequel to the original film, or to the first film, because there's been a ton of Ninja Turtles movies. So it is a sequel, and being a sequel, I will say this: there are things which it does better than the original, and there are things which it still carries over, which were not really good things to carry over from the original film. Now, before I go forward, I want to say this. I am not one of those fans, like, big fans of the Ninja Turtles films. I'm not a fan of, I really didn't grow up with the Ninja Turtles. I didn't really grow up with the whole fandom, that arose out of the Ninja Turtles. So I haven't watched a lot of Ninja Turtles. I saw TMNT, the animated film, the completely CGI cartoon film that came out. I think it was 2006 or 2009. I can't really remember when it was. I just saw it once. I thought it was all right. And I saw the film that came before this one in the same series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I liked it. I thought it was, it was all right. It really wasn't anything special. It was just fodder, summer popcorn fodder. But that being said, I will say this about Out of the Shadows, which is an improvement on that film. There's a lot of stuff, especially regarding to the action, which they improve. Now, there's a lot of stupid stuff in the film, and this, since this is a non-spoiler review, I'm not going to spoil a lot of that. Go see it for yourself. But one thing, if I can sum up the movie in one phrase, I could say like this: TMNT Out of the Shadows is Transformers Dark of the Moon. And if you watch the film, and if you've already seen it, if you go back and watch this film with that lens in mind, you're going to see that it's Dark of the Moon, Transformers 3, but take out the giant robots and put in turtles and other things, which you'll see in the movie. That's really the best way I could sum up the movie. I love the way that the characters, especially the four turtles, because I didn't grow up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lore, I do know how they're supposed to behave. And I did like all of the four turtles. I loved their characters. I love how they were brought about on screen. I can't really match the names with the characters, but I know who's who if I see it. I can't really say it. It's weird, but I think it gives me a good perspective as a non-fan because I can judge it simply on its filmmaking merits. There's not much, but I can judge it for that. And the action is shot well. The action is really shot well, especially the last fight in this movie is really shot well. Stupid stuff goes on, don't get me wrong, but the way they shoot the action is shot well. It's not Jonathan Liebsman, who directed the original, the first one of this series, and also directed Wrath of the Titans. This movie is very much a Michael Bay production, even though he did not direct it. It's a whole new director. I can't remember who it is. But it really feels, like I said, like a Transformers film. Specifically, if you watch the story and keep in mind the story beats of Dark of the Moon, there's a lot of Dark of the Moon in Out of the Shadows. It's ridiculous to the point where we were getting towards the end, and I was watching it with my cousin. He was falling asleep, and I'm like, this is going to happen. watch. And sure enough, it did. It's like, this is Dark of the Moon. They took the script for Dark of the Moon and they put Turtles and Shredder and this one other dude, which I'm not going to reveal on here, but just because if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to take anything away from you. This is really much all it is. There's not much I can say about the film, although, like I said, there are stuff that are an improvement on the first film, specifically where the action's concerned. It's shot a lot better, and the characters of the Turtles, I thought the Turtles were a lot more defined in their character than in the original movie. But that being said, that's as far as I'm going to go as far as merits for this film. It's not good. It's not bad. I mean, I'm not going to go off and say that it's 50 Shades of Grey or Four Stick bad. It's nowhere near any of those two. But it's just what it is. It's popcorn fodder for the summer that if you have nothing to do on a Friday night, you will go see. And it is a fun piece of entertainment. If you want to go and check it out, go and check it out. If you don't want to go and check it out, you can check it out when it comes out on Redbox. Either way, I'm probably not going to buy this film. I didn't buy the original film just because when I buy a film, I go to see a lot of movies in theaters. But when I buy a film, that's like my stamp of approval. And there's a lot of films which I have. I want to do for you guys, I'm going to segue into something here. I want to do for you guys a like a collection review, like showing you all the DVDs and Blu-rays and even VHS tapes that I have. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I do know that I want to do it at some point just so you guys can see the collection that I've amassed throughout the years. And so you guys can get a feel for how much I love movies, because I really do. I don't just say that. That being said, that's all I'm really going to say about the movie. Go and see it if you want. If not, I understand. I would recommend you check out a bunch of other reviews, specifically Chris Stuckman's and Jeremy Johns' review of this movie. I think they do a really good job in capturing it. I didn't want to give away too much. They give away a little bit more than I do, but still nothing spoilerific. I just wanted to give you a really brief overview of this movie and leave it up to you guys. The choice is yours, as always, as to whether or not, after seeing my review or seeing anybody's review, you want to see the movie. I mean, I read all the reviews for Batman vs. Superman. I saw the movie, and I want to see it again when it comes out on Ultimate Cut, as I just did a video about that. But that being said, and all of that out of the way, this has been Movie Critic Rob with the Movie Channel, and as always, signing off.